The first card we have here is It's Time for You to Know the Truth. Divine Feminine, there's something significant about your person's energy at this time. You may have been sensing that there's more going on beneath the surface than what they've been showing you, and you're absolutely right. If you're wondering how your person feels about you right now, know that they are carrying a truth, a deeply personal truth, that they feel ready to express. This isn't just a casual expression, it's something deeper. Your person is seeking a raw, heart-to-heart conversation with you, one that feels urgent and necessary. They feel an overwhelming need to speak with you as soon as possible. What's particularly striking is their desire for this conversation to happen face-to-face. There's an emphasis on eye contact. They want to look into your eyes as they share this truth. This connection, this moment of vulnerability, feels essential to them as it ties directly to their emotional process and how they feel about you. Interestingly, this is something they've been avoiding for some time. Yet, the intensity of their thoughts and emotions about you has grown stronger lately. There's a powerful energetic bond between you and this masculine, to the point where you may be feeling their emotions as your own. If you've been experiencing unexpected bouts of sadness or intense emotions that seem to come out of nowhere, these may be their feelings surfacing through your connection. This need to connect and share stems from their heart space. They feel that telling you this truth will not only bring them clarity, but also ease some of the heaviness in your connection. They believe that once this information is out, it will create a lighter, freer energy between you both. At the same time, there's apprehension. They are deeply worried about how you might respond. This is an intense and significant conversation they've replayed in their mind over and over again. The realization they've come to about your connection and their feelings for you is profound. They've been going back and forth, debating whether or not to tell you. Yet, something about this moment feels divinely timed. They feel that now is the time for you to know the truth. This isn't the kind of conversation that can happen over the phone or through a message. They feel it must happen in person, where they can look you in the eyes and express the depth of what they need to say. There's a certain seriousness and gravity to their intentions, a sense that this is a soul-level connection and expression that can't be taken lightly. Despite their determination, they are also grappling with worry. They fear how you might receive this truth. There's a part of them tempted to ignore it altogether, convincing themselves that perhaps this information doesn't matter to you anymore, or that you won't be open to hearing it. But deep down, they know this conversation is long overdue. Interestingly, this may be a truth that you've already intuited. Even if you outwardly seem unconcerned, on a soul level, you might be seeking confirmation of something you've long suspected. There's a mutual pull toward this moment of truth, a need for clarity and validation, both for them and for you. This conversation carries the potential to shift the energy of your connection, clearing the way for deeper understanding and alignment. Your masculine knows this, and their soul is urging them to take this step, despite the fear and worry. They know it's time for you to know the truth. The next card we have is I Was Testing You. Divine Feminine, your masculine has been keeping a secret from you since the moment they met you. They've had mixed feelings. On one hand, they felt an undeniable connection and intensity with you from day one. On the other hand, they harbored doubts and felt compelled to ensure their feelings were valid. They had never encountered someone with your energy, someone who pulled such deep emotions from them. From the beginning, they tested you. In subtle ways, they sought to gauge your authenticity, reactions, and intentions. These tests, though discreet, might have come across as low vibrational to you. It's as if they were trying to provoke a specific reaction, but to their frustration, you often didn't respond the way they expected, or you didn't respond at all. This unwavering self-control and calmness on your part left them both frustrated and intrigued. If you're wondering how they view you now, it's clear that both of you entered this connection after a period of disillusionment with love. While outwardly you may have been open and hopeful, on a subconscious level, both of you carried guarded energy. Your masculine, in particular, approached this connection with a desire to unmask you, feeling that testing you was the only way to uncover your true nature. Their methods may feel extreme in hindsight, but they were subtle enough to possibly escape notice unless you are highly intuitive, which, as a divine feminine, you likely are. From the beginning, your masculine was captivated by you and simultaneously hesitant. They wanted to know what lay behind the person they found so intoxicating, while also protecting themselves from the intensity of the connection. This connection has been a series of tests, not just within the relationship, but also in external circumstances. Your masculine may not even fully understand why they tested you in this way. Their emotions were so heightened, and they were so affected by your energy, that they sought confirmation of what they were feeling. Yet, none of their methods yielded the results they anticipated. Your energy stood out honest, straightforward, and uninterested in playing games. You are someone who values clarity and transparency, which may have caused you to view your masculine differently when you noticed their behavior. This connection was so intense that both of you entered it with a certain level of guardedness, wearing masks not to manipulate but to protect yourselves. This is a natural response when encountering something unfamiliar yet deeply impactful. For your masculine, your presence has been transformative. They felt an almost addictive pull to your physical beauty, your aura, and your energy. From the very beginning, they wanted to break through your defenses and see the raw, unguarded version of you. Yet, the deeper they got to know you, the more their intrigue grew. They paid close attention to everything you said and did, seeking to understand the mystery that is you. Your energy is exclusive. You don't let just anyone into your heart space. This made your masculine work harder, trying to figure out how to get closer to you. They realized early on that you are extremely selective and protective over your emotions. This exclusivity and intensity created a sense of urgency in them. They wanted to confirm their feelings and yours, so they tested you by asking specific questions and doing certain things to observe your reactions. You likely noticed these tests and may have even confronted them about playing games. If so, you were absolutely correct. Yet, your refusal to engage in their tactics set you apart. Your layers and complexity kept your masculine intrigued, but their approach was messy and often driven by their own insecurities. Much of their behavior was a projection of their own uncertainty and vulnerability, rather than a reflection of your actions. Ultimately, your masculine has come to see that their methods were unnecessary. You have consistently shown your authenticity, strength, and depth. While their actions may have been frustrating or confusing at times, they were rooted in a desire to ensure that what they were feeling was real, and now they know that it is. The last card we have here is rejection is God's protection. Divine Feminine, if this message resonates with you, it's important to know that your divine masculine is undergoing a profound internal shift. This transformation is deeply personal, but is also reshaping how they view you and your connection. They are being guided by a higher power, which is illuminating the differences between your connection and every other relationship they've experienced. They are seeing things through an entirely new lens. This masculine energy has encountered many types of connections in their life, soulmates, karmic relationships, and even forms of love. However, what they are beginning to realize is that this connection with you is unlike anything they've ever experienced. It's unique, intense, and deeply spiritual. Their recent actions, such as testing you or even rejecting your connection, weren't intentional, but rather a subconscious reaction to the overwhelming emotions they've been feeling. These actions were their way of trying to understand something that defies explanation. For some of you, this rejection may have felt abrupt or even permanent. It might have caught you off guard. But here's the truth, this rejection wasn't about you. If your masculine were to be completely honest, they would admit that their decision didn't sit well with them either. Unlike other connections they've had, this one doesn't allow them to disconnect from their emotions. It forces them to feel, to confront themselves, and to heal. This perspective offers you a glimpse into their emotional and mental process. Their actions aren't rooted in malice, but in fear and confusion. Your connection triggers something deep within them, something they can't easily explain or control. Their energy is coming through as apologetic and emotional. They're starting to realize that by rejecting you, they weren't rejecting you, they were rejecting everything that the divine has in store for them. This connection is divinely orchestrated. Twin flame connections are rare and vibrate at an exceptionally high frequency. Those who experience them are chosen because of their capacity to love and live at an elevated level. But this light often comes with profound darkness. Both you and your masculine have experienced intense challenges, traumas, and lessons. This duality, the balance of yin and yang, is what makes your connection so powerful yet so difficult. Your masculine now understands that their moments of pulling away, ghosting, or denying their feelings weren't about rejecting you, but about protecting both of you. You were being shielded from their unhealed energy, and they were being prevented from damaging something sacred. They realize now that their actions were a form of divine protection, ensuring that your connection remained intact while they worked through their internal struggles. This revelation is hitting them hard, like a ton of bricks. They've come to see that this connection isn't just about love, it's about a higher purpose. They feel an intense need to look you in the eyes and express what they now understand on a soul level. Something has triggered this emotional breakthrough, and they are beginning to view everything in a completely different light. Your presence in their life has ignited something they can't turn off, no matter how much they've tried. Every time they pulled away or tested you, they were projecting their confusion and fear. But the truth is, every interaction with you has deepened their understanding of themselves, their purpose, and their connection to the divine. If you don't forget, then write in the comments about how your day went. I will definitely read it. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, like and subscribe channel.